What the hell was I doing? Changing the project name every damn year. Well, I wanted to experiment with different arrangement styles and even different musical genres, because it's a matter of finding the paradigm for a specific genre, and then you can express yourself within the limits of that genre and basically innovate in that direction, even if probably you won't ever be able to compete in one particular genre because you'll never get good enough to do that. In the end, I opted for one final project name, and it was The Abstract Flower. Naming this channel Adrian Marksman is not changing the project name again. They are basically equivalent. But you'll find in this channel other things that I do with other musicians. The Abstract Flower has got its own channel elsewhere. Just look for it and you'll find it. The Abstract Flower is a solo project that I started with the intention of making cohesive wholes, which is also the idea behind this very channel. So they're basically the same thing. It's me. Unfortunately, I stopped after 2015 because I kept focusing on work. Meaningless work. Work made for money. Meaningless if there's not a passion behind it. It is very difficult for me to think in albums in this day and age. Also given my taste, which is constantly changing. But I've started recently, well, in the last couple of years, when I started studying game design, to think in cohesive wholes, as I've read a little bit more about acting and game design. These are principles that hold true across different art domains. So I started finally having one Ableton Live project that has the same mixing and mastering settings to create that thematic unity that is nice. Especially given the fact that it's always been fun to me to change skin even very rapidly. Limitation is a friend because it keeps you creative and productive, and the Abstract Flower was just that. My intention to create cohesive wholes that had thematic unity, trying to represent one cohesive whole at a time. I created this channel to create further cohesion, but there won't be any other solo projects from me. It's either the Abstract Flower albums that will be cohesive wholes, probably on Spotify, Amazon and other publishing platforms, or it will be Adrian Marksman improvising, fucking myself in third person, or it would be me, Adrian Marksman, improvising or doing some stupid shit with the hope of making the content viral in order to get more ears to listen to the music. Full stop. We'll see if I'll be able to make this channel grow. I am now working on a full-length album for the Abstract Flower in 2020, and I'm also working with two other musicians, two other projects. One is electronic and the other is post-punk. We'll see how everything goes and if we'll be able to complete 3 albums in 2020. Now that will be a challenge. The further EP was created with the idea of selling something else on my old website on one hand, but on the other hand it was the first time that I really focused on making music with a very heavy hand. I had dedicated 40 hours of production and composing time to each song. So I believe that those are 15 intense minutes. So I removed the vocals because it would have taken too much time. But not only that, I had an audio box USB sound card, which is shit. I have another one, a claret, a Focusrite claret, which is awesome. And I also have this other mic, which is awesome as well. It's a always confuse it with a car, the Aston Martin. No, it's the Aston Origin. Yeah, I received praise from one or two webzines that covered progressive metal, as I actually took the time to send it left and right. Time well spent? I don't know. Thanks for the praise, and fuck that guy from the Eastern Europe metal band that said that the project was mediocre. You know, I really thought there was more of a sense of community between musicians. There is not. There is none. I had in fact sent an email to every alternative metal band in existence. I was basically doing cold calling, and one magazine, I won't tell which one, told me, "Well, cool stuff, dude. Send us $400 and we'll cover you in our magazine, and we'll give 2 pages in our magazine, and you'll end up in the monthly compilation," which I thought was weird, but also kind of cool, because when I was a teenager I used to buy these kinds of magazines, and wow, I could have gone into those magazines despite the album not having that great of a production and being instrumental on top of that, which it's not that weird when I think about it, because there were lots of bands that at the time made music like I did for their EP. So these were the responses. There was another good 2 or 3 good reviews. One guy insulting me and another one telling me, "Good luck, man." So that's it. But it was one of the very last things that I did in 2015. Yeah, after that, just 2 songs, I believe. So here's the EP.